Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your main man, Double O, and welcome to another episode of Turning Music into Money. I am your host, Double O. Today's show is Bringing Your Music to Life, DBS Studios. But before we get today's show started, I must give a huge shout out to Ms. Ruby of Legacy A100. She has blessed me with the platform of Turning Music into Money. Without Ms. Ruby, none of this is possible. So we like to give a big thanks to Ms. Ruby every time we start the show. Now, I'd like to also give a big shout out. And before we give a shout out, I'd like to let you know, go on to LegacyA100.com. That is LegacyA100.com to see all of my previous shows. Any of my shows can be found on LegacyA100.com. Also, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Ms. Maureen Guest. She is right now in transition. Please email her for any music that you need to be played on the internet at sounds@embodimentradio.com. Embodiment is spelled M-B-O-D-Y-M-E-N-T radio.com. Also, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Miss Nicole Turner. If you are looking to get copyrights done, if you're looking to get anything done legally, definitely reach out to Miss Nicole Turner at booknicole@innovativebutterfly.com. That is, Nicole is spelled Necole. Book Nicole at innovativebutterfly.com. Also, I'd like to give myself a shout out for joining Foxtrot Radio. That is the new radio station that I will be doing alongside of Legacy A100. The show comes on this Saturday, November 4th. I'm with One Purpose Mom and Sonny Kelly. At 3 to 5 p.m., our guest will be none other than the legendary Raheem the Dream. So definitely tune in this Saturday. It's going to be off the chain. It's a 2-hour show, so be ready. Also, if you're looking to get your music on the Pandora, please holler at me, Double O, D-U-B-B-U-L-L-O-H. Definitely reach me on turningmusicintomoney at gmail.com for all your inquiries. I'll definitely take care of you. I have a whole spiel that I'm going to tell you after you're trying to get your music on the Pandora. But don't worry, we'll get through this together. Also, if you're looking for my music, I'm 2 different artists. Double O, D-O-U-B-L-E-O. And also, D-U-B-B-U-L-L-O-H. Definitely add both of my stations. If you have not added one, add both of them. Definitely do that. And I think we are about ready to get started with the show. So, with no further ado, I would like to welcome Mr. Derek Bauer of DBS Studios. Derek Bauer, welcome to Turning Music into Money, my brother.
What's up, man?
How you doing, man? Great to see you, man.
Good,
Great
absolutely.
to see you. Okay, Derek, please give me a little information about yourself, man. How did you get started into doing videos?
I originally started, I used to ride motorcycles a lot.
Okay.
And we did a lot of stunt riding.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is when the internet was really young. Okay. There was no YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You had to have a place to host your videos and all that. And so that's how I started.
Okay.
Originally started like that, with just filming ourselves and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we bought a camera,
Mm-hmm.
and back then it was very difficult because we had to switch stuff from analog to digital.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot different than it is now.
Uh-huh.
But that's that's originally how I kind of got interested.
When was this?
99?
99.
Probably 98, 90, I'd say right in there, because I remember I had a motorcycle that I bought it brand new. It was a 2001, and I wrecked it really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So it was,
it
was right around in there.
Are you from Alabama?
Yeah, I'm originally from Alabama.
Okay, born.
Yeah, born in Alabama, all the way on the coast. I don't know if you know where Gulf Shores is.
Okay.
But in that area, Foley, Alabama.
Okay.
It's where Julio Jones is from.
Okay.
We're from the same town.
Okay. Let me ask you, what were you doing before you got into doing videos?
I had another business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had another small business.
Another small business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still do that, or are you just full time?
I still own that business also.
Really?
Yeah. So
which one is more lucrative?
Probably that one.
Really? Really?
So I don't know. It just depends.
Okay.
Like with doing production work and stuff like that, you have, this is a relatively young business. Really just started this, I guess, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Like really hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where we're really, going after business and all that.
Exactly.
So, the sky's the limit here, though.
That's right.
Like there's no, there's no ceiling. That's one of the reasons I got into doing. I wanted to be in the entertainment business.
Is video your passion?
I don't know if that's, I don't know if you would say it's my passion.
Okay.
I would say it's more a means, a door to get in the entertainment business, to meet people like you, and then that's really what it was for me.
Okay.
Is a door. Do I like shooting video? Absolutely. The thing about shooting video, like I just don't get to shoot what I want to shoot.
What do you want to shoot?
I like shooting cars.
Okay.
Like I like shooting cars a lot. But I'd hardly ever get to do it.
Okay.
And I do like doing scripted stuff.
Okay.
But I don't get a lot of chance to do that either.
Okay. Like scripted movies?
Yeah,
or?
like short films. We just did a short film.
Okay.
I've done a couple of them.
Okay.
We also did a series. I'm sure you've never seen it, but it's a popular series actually that we did, and so I like doing that. That's my favorite thing to shoot because you get to set up shots, you get to take more time. You know what I'm saying? And also you're editing, you're telling more of a story.
Yep.
And so I do enjoy that. It's just there's not a lot of money in it unless you're way up in the in the stratosphere. So
Exactly.
I have to do things that is going to make money.
Exactly. I have a question from Dwayne Terry. He asked, "Do you have interns?"
No, we don't have any interns.
Okay. Are you looking for interns?
Well, right now we're not.
Okay.
Like I said, I like to pay. I'd rather pay people.
Okay.
Like this industry is kind of full of like interns and stuff like that, and I feel like that if you're not willing to pay people and stuff like that, you're not really you're not
in business.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like so,
Okay.
I don't like the way I've always done things is I want to pay a person for a job. Like if you're doing something here, you should be paid for it. You know, so the people that are here and they're working, they're working.
DBS Studios. What inspired you to start DBS Studios?
Like I said, again, we're trying to get into really the music business. Like, I was already shooting video, and then me and another guy, we came together. He was a musician, and so we started this studio. And like I said, I wanted to do something, have a creative area where I can be around artists all the time, you know what I mean? And like I said, this is what I do every day. And so it's very important to me to meet a lot of artists and to be in the industry. And, it's a revenue stream for us, you know what I mean? But it's not just that. It's the ability to have a place where people can come and, create. That's really what it is.
Got you. How much for studio time?
Right in this A room is $75 an hour, and then we've got a B room that's going to be somewhere around $35, $45 an hour.
Okay, you heard that. Let's tell them that one more time, so they because I know they want to know this.
Yeah. So this A room $75 an hour. It comes with some of the top engineers in the business, and then our B room. We'll rent that with or without an engineer. Without, it'll probably be right around 35. It'll be 35 to 40. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get it in that range to where it can be more affordable. Okay. You know what I mean? Like really we're trying to do things so that people can make music without breaking themselves.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Got you.
And give them a nice place that they can come, and like I said, it's really nice over there. Like I said, it's just not quite as extravagant as this one. Like this one, you have a lounge, you have booths, and it has a separate booth. The booths, little bit bigger on this one, and the room's a little bit bigger. You know, like you said, you have a lounge here also.
Exactly.
So you got quite a few people that can come with you. Whereas over there, you know, it'd be a little bit less.
Exactly. Who has worked out of this studio?
Oh gosh, I always start with producers.
Okay.
Because we've hosted a lot of producers. I mean, the biggest ones probably are Southside from 808 Mafia. Metro Boomin has been in here. They shot a video. Him and Southside did in here. Then let's see. We did. I think somebody said Mike Will's been in here, and he may very well could. I didn't see him, but 30 Rock from the Eardrummers, who's got the hottest song in the nation right now. What's it called? It's Nicki Minaj and it's Wrap It Up or something.
That's it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they just shot Complex, just shot him in here the other day.
Really?
Yeah, 30 Rock. And then...
so Complex Magazine comes in?
Yeah, Complex Magazine, we had them, they were shooting out there in the front. They did, you'll see it, it's a special about producers.
Okay.
I think it's about producers, but anyway, he's one of the young guns, you know what I mean, in the industry, and he's really hot, and so he was like the young, and they did some older guys also.
Okay.
Okay, to get back to who all's been in here, and then, so we had Zaytoven has been in here. Let's see, other producers. TM88, Fuse from 808 Mafia, Trey Pounds from 808 Mafia, G.O.Y of 808 Mafia. Let's see, who else? Done Deal. We had Done Deal in here. Let's see, and then rappers. We had 21 Savage. We had Nudie, the young Nudie. We had Drug Peso's been in here. Waka Flocka. Chaz Gotti. Let's see. Man, it's hard for me to remember. It's hard for me to remember. I'll just be honest with you. I mean, Candy Burris has been in here.
Really?
Tiny's been in here. T.I.'s wife. Yeah, like so. It's it's we do a lot of stuff.
Gotcha.
Like recently, Booby, the guy from Love and Hip Hop.
Used to play basketball.
Used to play basketball. He was in here. Lotto Savage was in here the other day. Like I said, it's Block 21, 125. I'm sorry, Block 125 is a regular. Like I said, it just
depends.
Yeah. Like it was Joe Gifted.
Yeah, Joe Gifted. Yeah.
He's hot right now.
Yeah.
Joe Gifted. Made in Tokyo. I don't know, Yaki. I mean, all
artists, this is the place to be. DBS Studios, definitely. How can they get in contact with you? I mean, we got plenty more to do, but
we have our website is bookdbs.studio, which is kind of a weird address for people, but it's real simple. Bookdbs.studio. That's our web address, and then you can call us on the phone. It's 404-500. 4724, I think.
Julie asked, when shooting videos, are the artists that are easier to work with, are they artists easier to work with than others?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes it's not as easy, and there can be a lot of factors to that. Like, I mean, a lot of these artists have to put all this together themselves. And so there's a lot of stress on the day of the shoot, like somebody didn't show up or they didn't bring the right stuff or they're late, and this is all costing them money. And so that creates stress on the artist, which in turn can make things more difficult.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? A lot of times it's stuff like that they can't control. You know.
What's the longest shoot you ever been on?
The longest shoot that I ever been on, probably was we were shooting the web series that we did. It's called Girls Just Don't Do That, if y'all want to look that up. I think we did over 1 million views on that. And we started from nothing. There was nothing there. We got over 22,000 subscribers, and we did over 1 million views on that. But I think we were shooting that, and what happened was it was really long shoots. It was like probably 17 hours. And like and we had a medical emergency in the wee hours of the morning during that, and it extended it even longer.
Whoa.
So it was
Whoa.
It was a little scary too. That was actually.
Whoa, Walter Gear, I thank you for tuning in. He actually has a streaming service, man. Walter Gear and Adam Gear. They're out of Philly, I believe. And I just interviewed them a couple of weeks back. Incredible streaming service called Quarry FM. It's incredible, man. So let's get back to DBS Studios. Sorry. Let's see. How many? Like, if I wanted to book the rooms that are in here, do you price them out per room? Like, if I just wanted to shoot a video?
Yeah. If you just wanted to use people that don't know the studio, we have there's a large front room that's open. We use it for a lot of video shoots, photo shoots, casting calls, stuff like that. And that is we will book all this separately. And then you can come to the back where the studio section is and all that. If you wanted to just book this, you can just book this.
Perfect. And you discuss all the prices pretty much privately with the artist, correct?
Yeah.
Or the manager, whoever deals. Okay. Once again, how can they contact you?
Oh yeah, just book dbs.studio or 404-500-4724.
Okay. Let's see here now. Do you
and don't call me singing on the phone? I got did that earlier.
Oh man, they call you singing on the phone
all the time.
Really?
Yes, really.
Oh man.
Really.
Do you remember shooting my interview, right?
Yeah. I remember.
Now you were just kind of getting back into the game, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so what? I mean, where were you at mentally right then? Because you didn't have this, you didn't have none of this, but you were just kind of working and your work ethic is incredible.
I had it in my mind.
Really?
This.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we shot that video, I was skeptical of you. I just found you on Craigslist.
Right.
And your work ethic was incredible. And it still is. And I said, well, let me use this guy that I just met and shot my interview with to do nightlife. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, I shot a video called Nightlife with Derek Bauer. And I threw an actual real party. And after the video, he tells me I should have never threw a real party, which I did not know because I was really modeling my video after Puff Daddy had his commercial. It was called Luck Be a Lady. And if you watch the commercial on YouTube, you'll see everybody's having fun. They're drinking. They're actually drinking. They're not playing around drinking. So I said, well, let me go buy all the good stuff and really get to doing it. Mind you, I didn't have a director at the time. So he was the videographer and the director. And it got out of control at points. Really, the stuff that did not make the video was the video. But, I mean, where were you at mentally when you shot that? Because you had to do a lot of work right then. So do you still do that kind of like directing and?
Oh yeah. I do that a lot. I mean, we do a lot. I mean, like when I shoot video, I do a lot of artists. A lot of times it's the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and stuff like that. And they don't have big budgets and stuff like that to do these things.
So you work with all budgets?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, everything we do, we try to make it friendly to people that don't have a big budget.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That don't have a stack of cash and stuff like that to because kind of fair the playing field. Like, you know what I mean? Like try to, like I said, and that's where I feel the music is right now. It's a lot of people that are not signed, let's say, or whatever, and they don't have a lot of budget to do things. So we have to adapt to that.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean?
That's right. Julie asked, how would someone straight out of college get started in the production field?
Get you a job with a production company. That's a good way to start. If you want to venture on your own, you can always, you buy you a camera and start shooting things. Create yourself a reel, and the biggest thing I can tell you is that you got to be a hustler, and everybody thinks that this is easy and fun. Like we shot a video in here the other night. There was my friend was shooting it, but I was in here and I was on live. And these people were like, oh, you have a lucky job and what that. But what they don't see, they see it looks like a party, but it's a lot of work. And I started at 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and this was like at 11 o'clock at night, and we didn't get done till 1:30. And so those are common days. Like, it's just like a normal thing that you might have to work 16, 17, 18 hours. I do 36 hours a lot of times, or just go straight. Where between shooting videos and then music stuff and then back to videos or working, whatever we got to do that, for job. And like you said, he knows exactly where I came. I came from nothing. Yeah, nothing. Literally nothing. Yeah. And so, and that's where my whole life I came from nothing. I mean, I was broke at one time and have not a single dollar to my name.
Your work ethic.
Yeah, I mean, you just, stay with it. And if you stay with it over a long time, it's got to work out.
You gave me some key advice other than not throwing a real party at night. Like, do you remember any of that advice you gave me?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Okay, what you told me was I had a lot of people around me at that time that were not contributing to what I put out. Right. And you told me I couldn't have that in order to stay successful and continue to move forward. Right. So, do you see that a lot in the industry?
I see that a lot.
Really?
Yep. I see a lot of people that they don't believe in what you're doing. They don't. They're around just for the party. Is what it says for. They're not around to support 00. You know what I mean? And so you gotta clip those off.
You got to. You have to. You have to. You're exactly right. Definitely, guys. This is an interactive show. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Don't just watch my pretty face or his. Definitely get in on the action. Julie asked from the production side, what is the perfect day when shooting a music video? Question mark.
If everything goes right. If the girls show up. If they have a car. If the,
rewind back to the girls showing up. They don't.
Well, yeah. I mean, that people don't believe it. That's one of the biggest problems in videos is like getting girls for these guys, especially. It's very difficult for them. And a lot of times they show up and then they're bending their arm and stuff like that. A lot of times they're not. Like there's a bunch of professional girls out there. Of course, they may not want to hire them.
Do you have access to?
Absolutely.
Okay. So we need.
But I know it's not me. I know the lady to call.
Really?
Yes.
And she can bring in how many girls?
Yeah, as many as you want.
Really?
She just cast all of the girls for all of the stops on the tour of Wild 'N Out. Like she's cast for Future. She's cast for Waka. She's cast for everybody.
Really?
Yes.
Hello to all my new guests.
Her name's Lala, but I don't know her.
So if I needed some girls for this shoot, how much she gonna charge me?
I don't know. It depends, probably. Like girls. Higher girls have more, value, of course. They're bringing more to the table. Okay. Let's say a girl's got 1 million followers and stuff like that, and she's going to be in your video. She's going to cost more than, the other girl. So,
are you looking for models or anything to be in your shoots or anything right now? Are you looking for anybody?
Not really. I don't handle that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, usually the people handle that. Like I said, I'll call. Like I said, I know who to call if I'm dealing with that.
What's your photography rate?
We used to do like photo shoots for like $125. Okay. And then we'll just give you all the photos that we take, and usually it's an hour shoot, and you can change as many times as you want.
So if I want retouches or anything, do you do that?
Yes.
Okay.
That we do like $50 a photo.
Okay.
So we can clean it up. With guys, it's not so much because we're not like a lot of girls. They'll wear something skimpy, and you got to clean up a lot of skin. Yeah, you know what I mean, and that's a little bit more. But we do, like me, I do a lot of rappers and stuff like that usually. So
with the editing process, when you're doing videos, what can you actually do editing wise? Like, is just a plethora of things that you can really do in an edit, or
yeah, it's almost unlimited, really.
Really?
Like, I mean, yeah, you can.
So if you have the idea in your head and just tell it to you, you can make it happen.
It's possible.
Okay.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
really, the edits and stuff get into time and how much, like, I mean, if you're rotoscoping, like, I mean, you can rotoscope things out.
What is that? You're not going to get away with
rotoscope's like cutting you out. Like,
really?
But so, you know, if we were shooting 24 frames a second, you would have to do it 24 times a second. And it's, you know, like I said, it takes a lot of time.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got to cut them out of every single thing.
Yeah, and so we could change the background if we wanted to,
okay,
or something like that.
Okay,
like, it's possible. Like I said, I wouldn't want to do that.
Perfect. I have a question from Stormy Robbins. She said, "How do you pay your staff? Do you pay them by the hour or by commission for each project that comes your way? And do you pay a project manager?"
Generally, like project managers hire us.
Okay,
like, you know what I mean, like. That's generally who hires us, or a bigger production company.
Mm-hmm.
That we do a lot of work for bigger production companies. Like, say somebody's in LA, they need to shoot something here. They're going to call us on the phone. They're like, "Hey,
mm-hmm.
can you go do this with a 3-person shoot or whatever?"
Mm-hmm.
And how production usually works, if you're a shooter or if you're on production staff or a sound person, you have a day rate
mm-hmm.
and a half day rate.
Mm-hmm.
We don't work by hourly. We don't work by the hour. We work by the half day or the day.
Mm-hmm.
So when people come to work for us, generally that's how they get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Like engineers, they get paid by the technical hour,
mm-hmm.
because that's where we book the studio time.
Mm-hmm.
So they only get paid for the time that's booked.
Mm-hmm. Are you looking for any staff members?
No.
Right now you're not?
No, we're not.
Okay.
No, we're not.
If you were, what would you be looking for? If you needed something, like, what would probably be the next thing that's coming?
Yeah, right now, like, we probably some front desk type people.
Okay.
That's probably what we. And most production work,
mm-hmm.
see, like, I know people
mm-hmm.
that, okay, if I need 3 camera guys,
mm-hmm.
I pick up the phone and say, "Hey, man, I need a camera guy on this date.
Mm-hmm.
Can you come do it? This is how much it pays."
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how it works.
Perfect.
And so I can go from a big crew
mm-hmm.
down to a small crew, and it's just very erratic work.
Okay.
And so you don't have a lot of people that are on the payroll,
mm-hmm.
Because some days you might have a big group of people
mm-hmm.
that are working, and some days you got none.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just doesn't work like that. Like you know, like I said, we hire crew
mm-hmm.
and we go do things, and then like we go our separate ways.
Perfect. I actually have to wrap this session up. We're going to come back with another session, but before we wrap this up, Derek, definitely let them know once again how to contact you if they need anything. So what'll happen is, all my people watching live on Facebook, we're not going anywhere. Everybody that's listening on Legacy A100, you got to tune in next week. But just let me know, Derek, where they can find you and where they can book some time.
You can find me on my Instagram as I am DEREKB. I am Derek B. That's my Instagram. We also have an Instagram for the studio that is at DBS Studio. Then we have the book dbs.studio is our website here. I have a dbproductions404.com also. Let's see. And our phone numbers all listed on all those things. So it's 404-500-4724.
Perfect. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Turning Music into Money. I've been your host, Double O, and this show has been bringing your music to life. Stay tuned on Facebook, LegacyA100.com. See you guys next week. Peace. So normally, we just kind of talk in between. If you got any questions, let me know. We're getting ready to start this second show very soon. Alicia says she has a vision. She says she can do all of that. Okay.
She can do all what?
She can everything. I don't know. What can you do? Tell me, Alicia. I want to know what can you do. Well, he wants to know what can you do. Make this thing work. See what you got. And are you in Atlanta, GA? Let's see.
I'll be honest, man. We have people like every day call us for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
But like I said, they don't. Most of these people have no idea how this works. These colleges that are turning these people out, they don't teach them anything about how things work. And so it's very difficult.
Okay, I can dig it.
I mean, I got guys that's like, man, you know, these people aren't being my friends. Like, they're trying to be rappers. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, of course they're not being your friend, bro. You're trying to take their slot, bro.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. We're going to get this thing started in about 30 seconds.
You got to make them want to be your friend.
Yeah, you got to.
You get a hot song, they're going to be your friend.
Oh, yeah, everybody's a friend. Everybody is a friend on a hot song. Everybody is. Everybody.
Like I told you about that guy that called me about the Joe Gifted, man.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
He all of a sudden, man, he's worried about that song.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your main man, Double O. I am your host of Turning Music into Money. Thank you for joining me on another episode. Today's episode is Bringing Your Music to Life, Part 2. And I have with me Derek Bauer. But before we get into today's show, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Miss Ruby Johnson of LegacyA100.com. She has blessed me with the platform of Turning Music into Money. So listen, without Miss Ruby, this is not possible. So everybody, thank Miss Ruby. She's seen something in me that I did not see in myself. I'm an independent artist myself, but she's seen for me to be a radio host. So thank you so much. Also, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Miss Maureen Guest of EmbodimentRadio.com. If you're looking for any information on what she does, definitely follow on Instagram at Embodiment Radio. That is the letter M, Embodiment Radio. Definitely look her up. Send her an email at sounds@embodimentradio.com. Also, if you're looking for any of my previous shows of Turning Music into Money, go to LegacyA100.com, and I can be found there. And you can pull up all my previous shows. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Miss Nicole Turner. She handles all my trademarking, all my copyrights, all my legal, anything that I need done. So she should handle it for you as well. Her information is book Nicole at innovativebutterfly.com. Nicole is spelled Necole. Definitely check her out and let her know Double O sent you. Also, if you're looking to get on Pandora artists, definitely contact me at turningmusicintomoney@gmail.com. I'll give you all the information that you need to get going and get started. And once again, if you're looking for my music, I can be found on Pandora under two different artist names. One is spelled Doubleo. The other is spelled Dubulloh. But enough about me. Let's get back to the man of the hour, Mr. Derek Bauer. Welcome to the show once again, my man.
Hey, great to be here, bro.
He's back.
I'm back. I'm still here.
Check it out. I have a question from Alicia. She says, I sing rap. Well, is this a question? She said, I sing rap, dance, model, act, and want to create a better tunnel vision to people's eyes. I'm an up-and-coming artist. I can't hear too much, but I'm trying to explain my dream. We'll get back to that. I like what you got going, but we're going to definitely get back to that. What I want to know, Derek, do you shoot in 4K?
Yes.
Is it? I heard shooting in 4K is really not that big of a deal.
It's not. Where most people watching videos, where they watch everything these days on their phones. Mm-hmm. And so, it's really like you can, our YouTube analytics, YouTube and everything, like YouTube just changed their whole platform recently. Mm-hmm. And it was like, I think it's like 78% of YouTube videos are viewed on phones, on mobile.
So the phone doesn't have the capability of seeing it in 4K?
Well, the biggest difference, like, the screen's so small. Mm-hmm. Whether it had that capability or not, I don't know if any of them do. I don't know exactly what the screen resolutions are. Mm-hmm. I know the new Samsung phones they're getting up there to near 4K. I don't know if they are, but you're just not going to notice the difference. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? When you blow it up on a big screen, it's, then if it's on 720 or something, you're just going to be all pixelated.
Got you.
But you can't tell the difference when it shrank down to that size. Yeah.
Got you. Thank you, Adam, for definitely checking in. Definitely appreciate you. Any questions, definitely feel free to ask. Definitely feel free to chime in. So the 4K capabilities, that's what a lot of people want, correct?
Yeah, they say they do.
They say they do. Do you charge different for that?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't matter to me. All it is a setting on the camera.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So it's not even a special camera?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the cameras that we use, they'll shoot, all the way to like, I think they'll shoot to 720. Even. Like, from there all the way up through 4K.
Okay. Do you travel? I
do travel.
Oh, what, you got a limit on what you're traveling?
Not really. If I've been to California several times. Somebody wanted me to go to California last week, and then we're actually supposed to go to New York today, but
he canceled it for the show. Turningmusicintomoney stopped him from going to New York. You heard that?
That's right.
I heard it. Julie asked, how do you balance your work-home life?
That's very difficult. It's like yesterday, for instance, I was supposed to go trick-or-treating with my family, and had a guy call me up. They wanted to do a video, so I have to do that. You're on call. I'm on call all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, okay? And that means some sacrifice. I do work a lot, and that is a problem. Like, really, it's a problem. So it's very difficult, but I do try to, like, I went home a little while ago, made dinner, gave my son a shower when we got home and all that, and so played soccer with him a little bit, and then I'm back to work.
Okay.
So, you try to, like, I try to do as much as I can with them, and whenever I'm off, that's where I'm at.
Gotcha.
That's really the only thing I do, because I have a wife and I have a son. Y'all don't know that yet either.
What's going on, Sly? How you doing, my brother? Now, we also had one more issue that we had shooting a video. And we had a DJ to play the music while you were videoing it. And the music was played faster than what it is actually on the song. So it was like we was throwing a party in here, like I like to do.
Yeah.
We was throwing a party pretty much. And he played it just a teeny bit faster. And it was like impossible to line it up.
Right.
So we had to reshoot the whole video because of it. So I'm just giving a little knowledge and giving a little tidbit that if you have a DJ, I'll let him tell you.
Yeah. If you have a DJ software, a lot of times they have the capability of speeding up and slowing down the song to match the BPMs or whatever of the next song that's coming. And a lot of times, like this guy, he didn't even notice that he had it just slightly off the whole time that we were shooting this video. And so when we go into post, and Double O's mouth looks like Chinese all the time, you know what I mean? Like kung fu movies. And so we had a real issue with that. That's something to think about. You don't ever think about. You would never think about that.
You're right. What's going on? What's up, Ricky? How you doing, my brother? What's your opinion on how important is a music video to a song, to a single, or to anything?
These days, it's very important.
Okay.
To have some type of visual. No matter whatever it is, it is very, very important. You see, like I said, you need to shoot them as much as you could.
Okay.
Like, even if it was something simple, like, you know what I mean, just shoot a video for it.
I've been knowing Derek for about 4 years from off of Craigslist. I met him on Craigslist. And ever since I met him, his work ethic is incredible. Everybody wants to know who shoots my videos. He is the man that shoots my videos. He edits the videos. He is incredible. He works with my budget. He works with everyone's budget. The studio is incredible. I haven't recorded here yet, but I think I'm going to do it pretty soon. I'll probably bring Tasha.
That's what I say. Bring her.
I'll probably bring Tasha Couture.
Yeah.
That's my engineer.
Yeah.
And we'll probably come in here and shoot a video at the same time. It'll be incredible.
If they don't know Tasha, she's awesome.
Yeah, she is.
Incredible songwriter, producer, the whole nine.
She is. She's incredible. So, Derek, where do you see video going? Like, what's the next step with video you think that you see coming? Because I know you're engulfed in it.
I mean, it's just like 24-hour recording for people now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are recording everything. So, there's so many, like, vloggers and all that are doing just, I mean, you're really getting into the industry, people's lives, all of that. So it's just more and more like every day.
Have you ever heard of a visual album, like a straight video album? No, nothing, just a video album.
Absolutely.
You have?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I was talking about something new, man.
No, man. Look up. I was just listening to him today. Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. What's Pink Floyd got going on?
Look, Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a visual album.
The whole thing.
I gotta research.
But there's several of them. That's not the only one, but that's a very extravagant one.
Okay. Now you do commercials, infomercials, all kind of things, correct?
Yeah, we literally just shoot anything.
Really?
I just shot Governor Nathan Deal yesterday at it was Nathan Deal, Van Jones, and Sir Richard Branson, which owns Virgin Records. We just did a conference with them yesterday. It's called a Second Chance Conference. It was about helping people come out of prison and get jobs, get integrated back into society. So a company called somebody's bread. I can't think of the name of it right now, but this really innovative company that they're really trying to help these guys.
So how do they contact you? How do they find you?
I don't even know how they found me.
Really? You don't ask them?
Sometimes, rarely anymore. I really don't know. A lot of times, I don't know if it's by word of mouth or my websites. The websites get hit on quite a bit, and stuff like that. So and I'm always hustling. Like I'm always hustling too. So, like I said, if there's a crumb on the table, I try to get it.
Okay.
Okay. You know what I mean? Like so.
Okay. You definitely have that mindset, that mind frame. You definitely do. What's your favorite out of the commercials, infomercials, photography? Like, what's your favorite to do out of all of those?
I like doing interviews.
Why?
Because I'm there. And I get to see these people, like I've done. Y'all don't know. I've done all kind of interviews, and like one of the most famous ones I ever did was 21 Savage.
Okay.
When he did Itza. The whole term Itza came from this, and my boss at the time, they didn't want to do it. Okay, they didn't want to do the interview. We were interviewing another guy. And 21 Savage was there, and he asked me, he's like, "Well, will you do it?" Or I said, "Yeah, man, I'll do it." And so his whole it's a tour, like all that, it came from that video, like that we shot, and it was up to me to whether we did it or not.
Really, he
asked me. He said, "If you want to do it, I'll do it." Yeah, and that video, it went viral.
I gotta see it. I still ain't seen it.
Yeah. It's so what he did was he asked him, is that a cross on your forehead, or whatever, and he goes, no, it's a knife, and the comments went crazy about that, and so all that, and 21 Savage hated that shit at first, like he came back in here. He came in here and recorded after that, and I was talking to his manager, and he was like, "Man, yeah, he was he was like fighting that for a while, and but then they embraced it, you know what I mean, and like it's a tour, it's a all that they did, all spawned from that."
I like that. What sets your work apart from any other videographer?
I don't know. You know what I mean? There's lots of good people out there, you know what I mean, and I really don't know. Like, there's not, to me, I would say me, you know what I mean? Like, you're hiring me, this is going to get done, that's one of the biggest things. And there's several guys that I know that's like that. So they shoot good video, you know what I mean? So it's nothing special or nothing like that, but you're hiring me, you know what I mean? Like, I said, there's a real difference.
Julie asked, have you ever been in a risky situation while shooting?
Of course.
That's regular.
You have guns, live weapons pointed at you. You're sometimes the people that we're working with are sketchy, we'll just say, you know what I'm saying? All types of situations like that, so Yes, absolutely. You know, daily. I'll tell you, this is a funny story. I was at another studio, and the client that we're working with came in, and he had a bodyguard and a large weapon, with him. And the guy that was working in the other studio was like, they walked in, and he pulled me to the side, and he's like, "Was that a real gun?" I was like, "Goddamn right, it's a real gun." What do you think it was? He's like, "Well, they can't have that in here, and all this shit." And I was like, "Well, you tell them."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm not telling them that.
Yeah.
And so he went and got his boss. He wouldn't tell him. He went and got his boss. He's like, "Go, please ask them."
Julie asked, "Have you ever shot porn?"
No.
Have you been asked to shoot porn?
Yes.
Okay.
Multiple times asked to shoot porn. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's against your morals.
No, it's just something that I don't want to get involved in.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
It's all this business is not like people think it is.
Okay.
Explain
it. Explain it a little bit.
Well, like I said, they think all this stuff's fun and all that, and it's just a lot of work. And it's, and shooting porn is something that I wouldn't, it's just not for me. I don't want any juices spilling on me. I don't, maybe if it was just one girl or something, it might be okay, but none of that for Derek.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yes, I get asked.
Okay.
Production companies have asked me, yes, because shooting porn is very lucrative.
It is.
Well, you shoot a lot of. If you're a porn shooter, you can shoot like all the time.
Yeah.
Because they're just
constantly
all the time. Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. I want to know, once again, how can they contact you? It's a whole nother show. So how can they contact you, Derek?
I am Derek B. I am Derek B is my Instagram. We have Instagram for the studio, which is DBS. And then let's see, I got bookdbs.studio. I got dbproductions404.com. And then just our number here, which is 404-500-4724.
Okay. What's your opinion on the music business right now? Like, what's your opinion on the whole industry?
The industry right now, I think, is healthy. It's becoming more healthy. I think there is a huge push right now against industry, like, and a lot of these people that are pushing this are signed artists. In other words, they're telling people to stay independent, and they're there's this big independent push, and a lot of people don't understand what independent means. Independent means you're paying for everything, and you out of your pocket are paying all your studio time, all for everything, and you will pay for that anyway. But at least the studio, at least if you're like a signed artist or whatever, you're going to get usually you get some type of compensation to sign, and then they're going to give you budgets to do projects, okay? And you can, spend this budget kind of like, how your management and them agree to. So, and of course that money has to be recouped. That's what artists don't like and they're against, but they had these opportunities, and they can put you with people that you just can't get to on your own. It would take you 10, 15 years of solid work, to get up to, like, let's say, like I signed with X, record label, and they have Metro Boomin signed, and they're going to do an album. I can get records from him. Like, I could never do that on my own. He's going to charge me $100,000. You know what I mean? Per track. So it's things like that, and getting stars with stars around people that is very important in this business. To some people, I see independent people that are very successful also, but it's much more difficult.
Yes, a lot of work.
It's much more difficult.
A lot of work. Ricky asked that IG again. He needs your IG.
Oh, my IG is I am Derek Derek B.
The letter B.
So, yeah, just the letter B. It's all just one word.
Sly asked, what do you have to give up to sign, meaning to a label?
It would depend on your situation, really. And, every contract is different. And look, one thing you're never going to see, and I don't care, nobody's ever been able to produce, is a record contract that somebody signed. And the reason why is that nobody wants you to know that. They don't want you to know how much money they're getting. They don't want you to know what their deals are. Because a lot of these deals, especially when you're nobody, you're going to have to give up a lot. Like there was a guy in here the other day, and he said he wouldn't sign anybody unless they gave him 90% of whatever y'all made.
90%?
90%. And look, if you got to think about something. If you have no money, you have, really nothing. You have no following on, none of your social media. You would have to take that deal because, what else? You don't have any. You don't have anything. You got to have leverage against them to say, okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. I want you get, I get 90% and you get 10%. That's what Drake does. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what a Drake will do or something. And I'll sign him for 10% or 5% or 1/8% or whatever it is because he has such a high lofty goal. And a lot of these things are okay. I do a management deal with you. It may be like that to begin with for the first 5 years. You become a superstar, and either you're going to get mad at me and sign with somebody else, or we'll renegotiate at the end of 5 years, and it's the opposite way.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, but a lot of this, what this doesn't go on. There's not this conversation about why things are like they are and why it's like this. If you're signing with me a management deal, and you're starting out, you have and when I say starting, you're under 250,000 followers on all your social medias. That would be like, to me, that's a new person. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get like over 250,000 before you're what I would say kind of really buzzing. You know what I mean? And people don't understand that either, really. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you have to have several videos on YouTube that have millions of views, stuff like that. Then you're going to start creating some power for yourself. And at that point, also, you may not even want right to do that. But you may be tired also. A lot of, guys get tired of dealing with it, and so they need help.
What's your advice to independent artists right now?
Build your social media. Shoot videos. Make sure they're getting views as much as possible. SoundCloud. Make sure you're doing your SoundCloud and stuff like that, and promoting as much as possible. Go to every event that's in the area where people can see you. Take as many pictures as you can. Like, just all that promotion. You know what I mean? This is something that I need to do myself. Like, I'm terrible with it. So.
In your opinion, is it hard for an indie artist to get some registered music on radio and get spins?
Why do you want to be on radio? That's the first question that I would ask you. Who's listening to radio right now? And when are they listening? Like, so, radio's the last place that I hear songs that are breaking. Radio's the last place that they get played, so that's my question is, why would you even say that? Why would you print up a CD right now?
Thank you.
So don't even worry about radio. You conquer the internet, and everything's going to come to you.
One more time. Please say that again.
You conquer the internet, and everything's coming to you.
Thank you.
So
thank you.
Don't worry about radio plays. And, radio works like this. I mean, I had guys that we tried to counsel against doing things like this. These DJs come to you. They want money. They'll spin your song 2 times and, $7,000 or something like that down the drain. The money that you spend on that, you could have done a huge marketing campaign across all social media platforms for a year, 2 years.
There, am I sensing a record label coming from you?
Yeah, I mean, we have a publishing company, and that's what we're wanting to do.
Yeah, I can hear it. You know, I can hear
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
I mean, you talking big stuff now, and I like that.
Well, and it's like I've been thinking about it, and I'm seriously doing something different, more like a co-op.
Okay.
Like where artists and there's such a fight between artists, management, and labels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big problem in the business.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should all work together more,
Mm-hmm.
because an artist has a hard time without management, without label.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes all three. Now, where the real problems get into it is the artist wants to tell the business person what to do, and the business person wants to tell the artist person, don't make a song like that, make it like this. Okay? And neither one of them should be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You make your art, and you give it to me, and I'm going to try to, get it distributed as much as possible.
You write treatments too, right?
For video,
Yeah.
and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of time to do it.
Okay.
I could do it, but I could get somebody.
So you rather the artist come already knowing what they want to do?
Yeah.
video-wise.
Or talk to me.
Okay.
If you want to shoot a video, what I used to do is you call, have a little phone, or you come in, tell me a little bit about what you want to do, what kind of locations we got, and then I'll say, look, we should do this or we can do that. So,
I love it. I love it. You say you got a publishing company. I love what Derek Bauer is doing. Derek, one last time, give him your contact info and let him know how to book some time or just get this stuff together. Man.
Yeah, for the studio's Instagram is DBS Studios, and then the studio's website is bookdbs.studio. The number here is 404-500-4724, and you just call me up, and I can book you right in. And then my Instagram is IamDerekB, and I also have a Instagram for my video shooting business, which is dbsproductions404.com.
There it is. There it is. So, once again, I'd like to thank you, Derek, for joining Turning Music into Money. This show has been called Bringing Your Music to Life with DBS Studios. Definitely, if you're interested in hitting them up, watch these videos, share these videos out. If you don't share it, they won't know it. So, please, let's all network together and get together. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Turning Music into Money. I'm your host, Double O. And this is my main man, Derek Bauer. And we will see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.